Greetings to everyone. So today we will be dealing with the threats of biodiversity. So what are the threats to the biodiversity? That is, there may be habitat destruction, there may be introduced and invasive species, there may be genetic pollution, there may be overexploitation, there may be hybridization and food security, then there may be climate change, and there may be human overpopulation. So all these leads to threats to the biodiversity. So we go one by one. So first thing is habitat loss. So habitat loss can be described when an animal loses their home. Similarly, as whenever tsunami comes or whatever it comes, or whenever floods are going to come, what do they say? They say that you please vacate that village and go to the other secure place, right? So what is happening? There will be some habitat loss in that particular area, right? So similarly for animals also, even they lose their home, then every animal in the animal kingdom has a niche. Uh, their animal community, and without their habitat, they no longer have a niche. Right? So, habitat loss is taking place in each and every area of the forest. Okay? So, reasons are that is by humans only. So, we are all doing these threats to biodiversity. How? By doing agriculture or farming, right? We are making the areas for cultivation purpose, using that area for cultivation. So whenever you can see, whenever there are all the animals stay in forest areas or outside the outskirts, right? So wherever human population is more, their animals won't come, isn't it? So similarly, if we go for doing agriculture and farming, then you can see this habitat loss of animals. Then harvesting natural resources for personal use. So we are harvesting the natural resources for our personal use. That is, we are cutting down the trees. Right, we are cutting down the trees and then we are using it to build or construct houses over there. Right, that is for our personal use, isn't it? Then for industrial and urbanization development. So we are constructing industries and then urbanization is going to take place in that particular area. So that is why, because of these reasons, that is agriculture, farming, harvesting, and industrial and urbanization development, we are causing habitat loss. Okay? So habitat destruction is currently ranked as the primary causes of species extinction worldwide. So you can see how we are making the species extinct in the world, right? Because of our own personal activities, we are making the habitat loss for the animals, right? So we need to prevent it. Then we have this poaching of animals, right? So poaching of animals is nothing but hunting. So in what to say, olden areas or wherever kings used to stay, they used to go for poaching, right? Hunting or harvesting, that is taking of wild plants or animals, right? So fishing, trapping, etc. So the history of poaching is from the Stone Age, right? So followed through ages to even the tribal natives. But it was during the late Middle Ages that poaching became a punishable offense. So now we can see that if we do hunting of animals, then we'll be locked up in the jail. Right? So see here, they are, this is the ivory which is collected from the elephant tusks. Right? Then the skin of the tigers and the lions. And here deals. So why poaching is done? So it is done for large profits gained by the illegal sale or trade of animal parts, meat, and pelts. So it exists because there is a demand for these products caused by a lack of education or disregard for the law amongst the buyers. Many cultures believe that certain animal parts have medicinal value, so there is a use also for it. But the thing is, man goes for only selling, right? And he wants to procure money for it. Right? So that is why this poaching is done, and how it affects the environment. So because of hunting of animals, the species will be again endangered, or it will be extinct. So if more animals become extinct, there is a disruption in the food chain. So we all know that the food chain and the food web must be uh, there, right, to balance the ecosystem, right? So if we go for poaching of animals, then this food chain or food web will be imbalanced. So poaching results in animals being hunted too soon for them to have time to reproduce and repopulate. So they can't do that also. So this is about the poaching, habitat loss and poaching. Thank you.